Well, it feels good to be out. What lovely weather today. And we're out on the road.
We're out on the road because we're podcasting.
When we started this podcast, we were waiting to hear about season 4. And of course, that's taken a long time. Season 4 of the TV series.
In TV land, there's lots of waiting around.
We've made the most of our time though, haven't we? Because we've squeezed out 2 seasons of our podcast, and now we're working on the 3rd one.
Yeah, and we're going to keep going, aren't we?
Yep, we are, because we're enjoying it. It's fun.
We get to meet interesting people. Some cars are good for flipping, some cars aren't so good for flipping.
It's amazing, really. I think what I find the most amazing is how many you have to see before you find one that's actually worth doing.
And you always fall back in love with cars. Going and looking at cars is a great thing to do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh,
are you ready?
I'm ready. I just dropped the camera. Hello, podcasters.
Good morning and hello.
We are back in, well, rainy Wiltshire, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be passing showers. I'm hoping it's going to be passing showers.
After the glory of last week.
Oh, it's been so nice, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my turn to introduce you to the car. Don't go any further because you'll see it if you go any further. So we're walking in an industrial estate where there is some treasures, absolute treasures. And this treasure in particular is, well, it's seminal. Shall we have a look?
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
come this way. We'll get out of the rain.
Shall I keep my eyes closed for a moment? Shall I open them when you say I can? I've got my back to it now. Okay.
Okay, so, turn around.
Is it covered?
No, it's not
I'm guessing it's not covered, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. What colour is it?
Turn around, you'll see. Oh, I see. Sorry, you wanted to guess.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wrong end of the stick.
No,
sorry.
right.
Now you've seen it. There it is. What do you think?
I did want to guess.
Yeah. So what
I feel like I've just jumped into a little time warp. I'm back into mid 1980 something. Oh, D-Reg.
D-Reg, what's that?
86, 87.
Yeah. Is it? So we have a beautiful dark blue E28 BMW.
It's really nice.
Really smart. I'm going to say
nice.
it's a 520, but I can't remember. Let's go round the back and have a look. It is a 520.
It's a 520, is it?
Yeah, 520 with those beautiful twin exhausts sticking out the back.
I've got to tell you.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
My friend had one of these. He had one of these, and it was in the mid-90s. He'd had one of these, and had it from new.
This age?
It was one of these, it was a 520, just like this.
Yeah.
But it was in a more sort of maroony, sort of pinky-reddy sort of colour.
Yeah, I know.
I thought the colour was awful.
Yeah.
He'd had that car from new. Mickey Merritt was his name.
Wow.
He ran a lorry company, so he liked to get high mileage out of stuff.
Yeah.
His one had done 240,000 miles.
Well, I bet it was still pretty good, wasn't it?
And it was excellent.
Yeah.
And one day, he was out in it with his wife in Bristol.
Uh-huh.
The car broke down.
Oh, dear.
She flipped her lid because of this rotten old car let her down. And Mickey Merritt was so beside himself with rage. He goes, you know what? You want to get out of that car and come and give me a kiss. This car's done 240,000 miles, problem-free.
See, some people just don't appreciate that, though, do they?
No,
some people don't appreciate it. The only car I've ever done that in is my old Subaru Forester, and it gives it a place in your heart, doesn't it? If a car's been that good to you, that trouble-free, then I always think of that Forester as being the best car I've ever owned. But you know, it's just
so the car that I sold at 236,000 miles, of course, was a diesel van.
The van, of course, yeah.
And that was the Rocket van, that yellow.
It's Ras still got, hasn't he?
Transporter.
Traffic, yeah.
Yellow Traffic. XAA. It was brilliant.
Has he still got it? Ras still got it.
He's still got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, still going strong.
But the reason? Anyway. So the reason I thought that we should see this car is A, it's a brilliant car, but B, is because I think this was a seminal car for BMW. Because, and this is the bit that I found really interesting. Cars are moved forward a lot of the time through economy, aren't they? They find easier ways to make them, cheaper ways to make them. They make them with cheaper parts.
Yes,
and some
generally the rule of thumb.
Some cars are made better by competition. And if you look at when this car was made or when it was designed, and how dominant Mercedes were in the German car market and really in the world car market, and how good Audi
were massively up and coming, weren't they?
With the Audi 100 at this time. So this was a car where BMW said, we've got to make the best car we can. And this was the start of those six-cylinder engines, the first diesel engine that they did, six-cylinder diesel engine. The first M5 they did was an E28. So this car was, it's important because so many cars we see are moved forward through economy, aren't they? And this car was definitely moved forward through competition.
Paranoia.
Yeah, well, really, but need to survive, maybe.
You say that because, you know, nowadays you'd think that BMW could rest on their laurels. They probably wouldn't.
No.
But you think, you know, because they're such a big, good company now and so confident and so good at what they do, it's hard to imagine that there was a time back in the mid-80s where they were actually saying, you know what, boys, we've got to up our game.
Yeah.
And this was the result of that.
Yeah.
That's funny because I've never thought about it like that before.
But I think, and they've built themselves, and I think manufacturers do this from time to time, don't they? They build themselves a platform, and it's a platform that is going to go on forever.
Yes.
Don't just mean a mechanical platform, but I mean a platform in the mindset of the people who buy those cars. If you bought one of these E28s and it was a good car, like your mate, and it did 250,000 miles, you're going to buy another one, aren't you?
Well, you are, yeah.
And then they can do that economy of parts and economy of paring things down, can't they? And
yes, if your engineering quality is staying the same. For a company like BMW, the engineering's got to be either remaining the same or getting better.
Yeah.
But you're getting so much better at making them that you can have 10 for the price of, you know, 5.
Yeah, exactly. Shall we have a look at this? Because we're digressing.
Right. What we're here for is this car.
So I know how much this car was bought for.
Okay.
This car was bought for 8, I think.
Yes. Are we being offered this car?
The person who owns this car loves it.
So we know that recently somebody paid £8,000 for this car.
A couple of years ago, paid £8,000 for this car. So we could see what we think we would want to get it for, where we would be able to move it on to if we thought we could. I mean, prices are good for these at the moment.
Yeah, and I think they have been on the up and up.
Yes.
So it may be that, you know, if we're looking at a price difference between £8,000 and what it's worth today,
yes,
then we might be in a good position, because I can see...
I can't imagine you'd get it for 8 now, though. That's the thing.
No.
That's the thing. It was in a film, wasn't it? Relatively recently. Was it one of the Mission Impossibles? Where they all sat in the back and drove through Paris in one of these. And it does that thing, doesn't it? It's like with Land Cruisers, when James Bond was in the Land Cruiser. It's just cool, they're just
all
cool.
Of a sudden, you're on a popular sort of car buying website, and the numbers go up straight away because it's on telly.
Yeah. Once you start looking. We know what it was bought for. What do we think it's worth now? What do we think we could get for it? We don't know what needs to be done to it, but let's have a look round it. The only thing that I find slightly daunting about doing a BMW is that so many people who are so into them, aren't they?
Yeah, I know.
So we have to be careful what we say. So it's blue. We're not going to say what colour blue it is. We're just going to say
blue.
It's a dark blue.
It's blue.
It's a beautiful dark blue.
Metallic. We've got 4 headlights in the front of the car. And we've got this really, really cool...
that rake.
There's something about BMW which I think is a real pity. The rake.
Yeah, I agree.
It really is a pity that they don't use that anymore. So when you get the front line of the bonnet coming to, everything behind that, everything below that slopes backwards.
Yeah, it looks
fast. So it gives it a proper aggressive look.
Those sort of kidney dishes there.
Yeah.
They're there. And it stopped, didn't it? And it stopped, and they've never really...
It's not come back.
No, not come back.
Because cars have had to, I suppose, you think... If you get hit by this when you're walking across the road...
It's an edge, isn't it?
It's 2 pointy shapes. The bumper and the top of the bonnet are going to hit you.
Yeah.
Cars have had to soften off. So I suppose you wouldn't choose to get rid of that as a styling thing, would you?
No, you wouldn't. And the twin headlights look great, don't they?
The way those are mounted as well. Front edge of the bonnet just cuts across the main headlights on the outside.
And it gives it an attitude, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't really necessarily notice that until you're down here, but it gives it an attitude, because you can't see the full circle.
No, that's right. It's looking mean. It's looking like it's frowning at you.
It is, yeah.
It's sort of glaring at you. There's a poised face to it.
Just noticed that it's got a little dink at the top of the bonnet, which has pushed this kidney dish out this side.
Oh, I see.
So the little chrome... kidney-shaped on the passenger side, it's got a little dink right across the top, which has pushed it out, which is a shame.
It's a pity.
But it's something, isn't it? It's interesting, though, isn't it? When you look at a car of this sort of age that's in this sort of condition, you are, and I think this is what happens when people buy them. You gloss over, don't you? You gloss over little bits like that, unless you really look. So I'm looking down the driver's side, Will's looking down the passenger side. The driver's side is what I would call very straight.
And I'm looking down the passenger side from the front, and that is almost incredibly straight.
Let me come round
your side. Just looking at the bottom of the... Just see the bit of a ripple at the bottom of the rear door on the passenger side.
Oh, and the passenger door.
Back end of the driver's door, the passenger door as well.
Yeah, there's something
so like it's
there,
had a bit of rust in there in the past. It may have been tidied up and painted, or has never...
Well, I think one has been tidied up and painted and one is still there, isn't it?
Yeah. I think the rear door has had the work.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The passenger door is the one that's untouched.
Yeah.
One thing that's just occurred to me, I'm down here looking at the car from this level, there's still a lot of chrome on this car. It's a late 1980s car.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chrome.
Yeah, there is a lot of chrome.
It's the last, really. It really
It's
is.
crossover, isn't it? It's a real crossover car.
Yeah. Yeah, the front end, that grille shape, the snarly front end, the quantity of chrome, great big metal door handle, which is metal rather than plastique.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. And this would be the it's interesting. It's right on the cusp between two worlds, this car, isn't it? It's a very interesting time for car manufacturing.
The last of an era.
Yeah, well, and also the first of an era for BMW.
Look at this! Look at these rear lights.
Yeah, the rear lights with all
on the chrome.
Yeah,
you know, these rear lights it's a great big slab of a light. So on the back corner, passenger side, and the light is huge. And there's, I mean, I'd say you're looking at sort of 20% of the surface area is chrome.
Yeah, the chrome retainer, in actual fact. It's a sort of chrome cage that the lights go in, isn't it?
Mm.
Again, it would have been done for a reason. Maybe it's easier for them to do that.
On your side, on the bumper.
Oh, yeah, it's got a bit of
a...
in the rubber. Oh, actually, no, it's gone through the rubber into the
bit of
a
slow bend in that, like it's been reversed into a round hay bale too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lamppost.
No, although if it was a lamppost, very slowly into the lamppost.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a crack on these. I wonder how difficult it is. So I'm looking at the offside indicator at the rear, and that's got a bit of a crack in it. And I would say that they're probably quite difficult to find, wouldn't you? They look like the sort of thing that would be very difficult to find.
They do. Do you know sometimes you sort of see a problem like the crack in this orange lens, and you think, that's going to be tricky to find. And then you kind of invent something quickly, which is what I've just done in my head. So
what have you invented?
I'm going to put it to you as an idea. Is there a process where some clever bod has worked out how to repair minor cracks in lenses like that, like a windscreen repair?
Oh, well,
so
you could glue it.
Gluing it with a glue that gets right in there and fills that crack.
I always think, though, if you're going to glue something like that crack, you've got to open it up enough first. And opening it up, you're opening yourself up to a world of problems, aren't
you? Which is what I was thinking about the windscreen thing, because they run that massive risk.
But they do it, don't they? They inject the glue into it.
They do it. They
grind it off.
Pressurise it or vacuumise it.
Yeah. Vacuumisation.
Vacuumisation. That's
either that or
vacuumisation.
I bet you could 3D print it. Do you think you could? I bet you could.
Yeah.
I bet
you could, but it'd be matching the material. That'd be your issue.
Can I just say? So we've moved around from we've gone across the boot, which is it's all pretty straight, isn't it? There's a little bit of a dink on the offside rear
but that's in the
bumper.
That's in the chrome. That's in the steel part of the chrome. The chrome part of the bumper.
Gone all the way through, but it hasn't split the
Which
chrome,
is
has it?
interesting because I think that. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of the game now.
Will now is pointing at the dent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's straightenable.
Interesting, but it's not. Yeah. It's not cracked through, is it?
No, it's not.
Have you felt it? The lump on the inside where it's buckled.
Oh, that is quite a bump, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, sometimes that helps.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because if you got that out, you would imagine that most of the dent would therefore be out. And we are now by the filler cap, and we're looking at this vent by the rear glass, which is an interesting vent. I don't even know if it is a vent. It's a piece of aluminium, isn't it?
plastic?
Oh, I don't know. I think aluminium.
I think it might be aluminium.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
But it's obviously a vent for the interior, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lovely feature which you don't necessarily notice until you look around a car like this.
It's such a styling thing from the 80s, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a shark gill.
Yeah. And look, there is a bit of damage here, isn't there? Someone scuffed something along the car.
It's more than a supermarket trolley, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't touch.
Normally, Gus, it's me that pokes things out. Gus has just poked his finger in a bubble. I'm just doing the same.
Bubble of lacquer. Just leave it alone.
Bubble of the lacquer.
Because you know what's going to happen if you push in the bubble of lacquer.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's very satisfying when that happens, but you can't do it when it's not your car.
No, exactly that. It's not.
And there's a tiny bit on the driver's side rear arch.
Yes, there's a bit of bubble.
And
yes.
we've got a bit of scrapey arch towards the back of the arch.
Yeah, it's been scraped, hasn't it?
And there's a good linear scratch in the door. And there's a
scratch in the door. Sad.
Sorry, I'm jumping around and back on the arch. There's a bubbly, rusty bit.
And
you
also,
just mentioned that though, didn't you?
Yeah, but
you did.
there's a bubble of lacquer on the leading edge of the offside wheel arch as well. So that's a clear sign, and you can see that's had paint down here, different paint again.
Bound to have had a load of paintwork done in its life.
Yeah.
Because of this, we look at it now and it's a classic. But it was an everyday car.
It was a cracking everyday car.
Yeah, it was a corker, yeah. It was the victim of every single supermarket trolley in town.
Yeah. But you'd have had some money if you'd have had this from new, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, it was
520i.
It was the red braces BMW yuppie days.
Yeah.
Remember them with their Filofaxes?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Yeah, and one of these in red.
Classy colour blue, isn't it? Right, OK, look, we've been round the outside. Shall we have a little bit of a break and then go on the inside? I want to see
biscuits.
Have you got biscuits?
I have got biscuits.
OK, so this might be a longer break than normal then.
Yeah, but that's only for us. For you people, it's going to be the same as normal.
OK.
Back in the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the room. I'm presenting the car, so that means I should sit in the driver's seat. No, it doesn't really, does it? It means you should sit in the driver's seat. Go on. So there we are, these beautiful and still metal door handles. Quite a pleasing movement, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it feels. I tell you what, it doesn't feel like a modern door, does it? That's a heavy door.
It doesn't actually feel like an 80s door either.
No, it feels older. And heavier.
Can a door have an older feel? I suppose it can.
Well,
then if you look at the door card, it's a very pleasing door card, isn't it? Very staid, very pleasing.
Yeah,
they do this thing, don't they, BMW? They make a classy interior that lasts. It's not flashy. No. It's very form, function, purposeful, isn't it?
And it's the form and function and purposefulness that I've always noticed. Purposefulness that I've always noticed. And I'm waiting to sit in this because I can see already that it's not got the standard seats in it.
OK, I can see that as well. They are clearly M seats, aren't they?
And
full leather, though, they're very smart.
When I first got into a BMW, it would have been around about this sort of period, and I noticed that the seats weren't as comfortable as I thought they should have been.
Oh, but sir, these seats are comfortable, aren't they?
These are, yeah.
So it's got non-standard blue leather. Well, they must be. Well, I guess they're from
they're from some
M5.
M series, yeah, because they've got the M. They've got the M logo on a sort of aluminium badge in the back of the seats.
Yeah. I like the seats. I don't like the logo, but I like the seats.
Yeah.
Did we mention that this? So this is an E28, isn't it? Which is what BMW class this car as, and they're a bit of. It's a bit of a minefield for me, the E numbers on BMWs. But
I mean, they're a minefield in your diet as well, aren't they?
E numbers, you've got to avoid them.
Got to be very careful.
Got to avoid them. But what I was going to say is that I don't know if we mentioned. I think we did mention that this BMW's E28 was the first M5. Was this car? So I suppose these are out of an M5. These
right.
seats.
Okay. Yeah. So they were out of this car, but a different model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a 520, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to close the door. Are you ready? Oh my goodness, that's quite the noise, sir. Quite the noise.
Yes. Welcome to the cockpit.
I like it. I really like it. It's got a great I'd say, is that grey? It's difficult to say in here. It's a dark grey, isn't it?
Well, we know we're not best on our colours, are we? But I'd say, yeah, it's grey.
I'm good on shades of grey.
It's cloth. How many?
Very good.
No, good. So it's mid-grey.
It's mid-grey. It's got a bit.
I'm going to go with dove grey.
Okay, I'll go with dove grey too. But the interior is purposeful, isn't it?
It is. It's actually it is, and it's a very sculpted shape. When I'm sat in the driver's side of the car, and I'm looking over the top of the dashboard.
Can I just say, I'm in the co-pilot seat.
It is, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, just to clear that up for everyone.
Well, we're not taking it for a drive, so you don't need to read the notes.
Okay.
It's very sculpted. The top of the dash sort of rises up with a good set of clocks deep behind it. We'll come to those in a minute. And then as it travels across the front of the car, from one side to another, it's very sculpted in its shape. You know, here, the co-pilot's cockpit area is actually quite clearly defined by this shape that comes around and then stops when it hits the pilot side of the car.
Oh, well, hang on. I think I've got control over it a little bit more than that.
Generally, yeah. Normally, Gus and I have got a thing where the centre of the car delineates who has control over which knob, button and switch. And BMW have made it look like the pilots will have complete control of everything because it's actually like a curved screen telly. Everything is pointing towards me that I need to be able to operate when I'm sat in the car on my own.
Yeah.
Everything I need is facing me.
Yeah.
It's not just a long, flat, straight thing.
No.
Yeah, this is honed.
I think that this is the first time that this has happened in this generation of car. I think this is where it came from, isn't it? It's to give it that feel, isn't it? It's a driver's car. It's where it all came from, isn't it? Yeah. It's all there. It's all simple, isn't it? And it's all simple and it's all laid out really, really nicely and it's all there.
It is very, very simple. So you say that's interesting because the dials are not too dissimilar for the heating system to that of a Ford Escort.
No.
You know? There's one for the fan, a rotating knob for the fan, a rotating knob for the temperature control, and then 3 selector sliders.
Sliders for the heating control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say, and I think this was something that BMW did first, although it might be a German thing. They had the light switch down there. Is it down there? Down on the driver's side. Was there not a rotary switch for the lights?
Rotary, twiddly round switch, isn't it?
Is there not? Maybe there's not.
Maybe it's this one.
No, it's not that one. Oh, it's not down there, is it?
No, it's not.
So where's the lights then?
Oh, right, there might be this, actually.
No, it's not it. Where are the light switches? Sorry, I'm leaning over. I'm leaning over the driver's side, which is something that you shouldn't do as a.
It's okay when we're just talking about cars, though. But
Is it?
Well, if we were driving, quite different. If we were doing 95 miles an hour, it's probably not advisory.
No.
Firstly, it's not that advisory.
I mean, I'm taking up. I'm invading your space, but I just want to see what it's like down there. It's not down there, is it?
No, it's one. There's
something.
That's it.
That's it there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's
what you were playing with.
Yeah, I tried to put the ignition on.
No, that's what it is. Yeah. So,
that is the light
but it's
switch.
not this is pre the rotary switch, isn't it?
So the Mercedes did that rotary switch as well, didn't they?
Did they? At this time on the W123.
Yeah, it was like it was a big clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yeah. I think Porsche did it. It must have been a German thing.
It must have been a thing, because a few cars do it. But the main arrangements in the binnacle ahead of me, we've got a miles per gallon gauge.
Oh, yeah, they're econometers, aren't they?
Yes.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, and they're often based on a vacuum reading from the engine, which can be wildly inaccurate.
I would say so.
I mean, it's not, because when you floor it,
it goes round
it goes all the way round to maximum, But, I mean, it gives you a pretty good understanding. Yeah.
It's another swingy dial.
It's another swingy dial.
My mate had a 3 Series that had one. At this sort of age, actually, had the 3 Series. It was his mum's. Yeah. We used to drive it everywhere, desperately trying to keep it below, because obviously no one had any money.
My brother was a big BMW fan, and he still only drives 5 Series BMWs now with M's on them. He wouldn't be without one. Oh, cool. He loves them. I mean, he has learned his lesson. When he was young, he had to have the newest thing ever. He's now in his mid to late 50s, and he's more than happy smoking around in a 20-year-old M Series, 5 Series M BMW.
Do you think this is an age thing again? I know we keep talking about it, but when like BMW M's M5s got to a certain age, once they got to being a V8, I sort of lost. I don't know what's what anymore. I guess it is. I guess it's a relevance thing, isn't it? I was relevant at the time because I was photographing those cars, and once it got past that, I don't know.
Yeah,
be quite happy with the first generation V8 M5. What a car!
Yeah, what a car! What a car!
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's the sort of thing he drives around in now.
Yeah, I guess that was 20 years
And even
ago.
his son, he's taken up the same thing. It's
Really?
like 20-year-old BMW.
Wow.
Of course, he's only 18, so he can't afford the M Series insurance.
No, but I wonder what it's
But
like.
he can afford the car.
I wonder what it's
Because
like.
they're cheap as chips.
Yeah, they are. But what I was going to say was, I wonder what it's like, how difficult it is to get someone to look after something like that.
Well, both my brother and his son, Mac, can do the work themselves.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's how you would do it. Because if you took that to a dealer, you'd be getting proper modern prices on a 20-year-old car, wouldn't you?
I mean, Mac's got the slightly better idea on doing it myself. It's like,
Really?
Uncle Will,
Oh, really?
I'm coming down to see you for the weekend. Can we put these bits on my car? And it is the Wii.
Yeah, okay.
And it's
well,
the can we, and he still calls me Uncle Will, which I find quite sweet and endearing.
That's why I said,
even though he's, 18 years old now.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, he's still got skinny legs and knobbly knees, just like me. So,
well, that's never going to change, is it?
ginger, just like me.
Runs in the family.
Exactly.
Lovely looking gear lever, I'm just saying. I mean, I know I'm co-piloting at this point, but I'm just pointing out that that's a very nice gear lever, isn't it?
Yeah, it could do with a bit of a zhuzh up. It's a little bit worn here and there, but it is...
I don't know how you would do that, though. How would you do anything
That's
to
a
that?
specialist job, stitching that leather on there.
It's never going to happen, is it?
Yeah, and that's never good. Find a better one.
Yeah.
Two more things I think are worth noting from the dashboard
From
end.
the pilot's point of view.
Pilot's point of view, my point of view is it's only done 72,000 miles.
Wow.
Yeah. Secondly, it's got a very German Blarpunkt radio.
That's easy for you to say.
It's not actually. It's taken years to perfect that, and I still don't think I've got all the way there.
I think it's good. That's a nice
has
touch.
this car belonged to a smoker?
Let's have a look. Oh.
Quite clean, not that clean ashtray. Quite. Yes, it's belonged to a smoker.
It has belonged to us.
Okay, well,
That's a nice clunk. Will's just closing the ashtray, and that's an aluminium lid to that, isn't it? It's very, very
got
nice.
some weight to it.
Yeah, it has got some weight to it.
There's no battery in the car.
There's a certain amount of class in this car, isn't there? Built into this car, and the primary surfaces. So the leather on the steering wheel is fabulous.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and
beautifully stitched.
and in very, very nice condition still.
It's beautifully covered. Sorry,
Yeah.
Did spit at you a bit there. It's beautifully covered, isn't it?
Yes.
Really nice, and
really
the middle is soft touch, and like I said,
And it looks cool as well. It's got that three-spoke thing.
yeah,
It
and
looks
it's a
like
good
racing car
size, isn't
wheel.
it? It's a good size.
Yeah. I'll be more than happy sitting in this car.
Yeah. The gear lever's got a beautiful, that sort of 5-speed get-drag box has got a real weight to it as you change gear. Just sitting in here, I know I shouldn't be doing this because I'm co-pilot. Oh dear, Will's found a screwdriver and a bit of something that's broken. Maybe best put them both back.
Often in the glove boxes or the door pockets, you find all the problems with the car. The things that have fallen off get tucked away in the glove. I thought that was full of bananas then, but it's not one of those.
They're polishing pads.
Polishing pads. Well, that's a good sign. There you go. That's a very good sign.
Yeah. Very classy. The back seats, absolutely fantastic. So they've
Very
done
classy.
same again. They put the M seats in the back, the leather bucket seats for the
And
for
they're
the
blue.
passengers.
They're blue, which matches the car perfectly.
Yeah, and they are a rather beautiful thing to look at in actual fact, aren't they? There's plenty of space in the back there. I mean, let's not forget, this was a luxury car.
And it looks it. Those seats are going to hug you. They're almost like bucket seats. The way the backs of the seats actually curve in. You're feeling supported like the seat, like a wingback.
Yeah.
Of the car world.
It's interesting looking at that back seat because I've recently taken the back seat apart on an old 70s Dino, and those seats are 10 years more modern because mine is 74, but they are beautiful in comparison. Really beautiful, and they're all leather, aren't they?
Well,
stitched Schwabisch cow.
Ooh, that's a good word.
Schwäbisch.
It's a bit like Blattpunkt.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's an area of Germany, south of Munich. I think it's where they get the cows from.
Ah, blue cows.
Well, yeah, they get blue cows, but they have no barbed wire fences, so the hides...
So there's no holes in them?
Exactly that. Exactly.
You're kidding?
No, they don't put barbed wire on the fences so that the cows
So the hides never get damaged?
Yeah.
Well, that is...
Although, I mean, I don't know how they get on with...
I mean, who told you that?
With blackthorn, etc. No, that's... who told me that? I think somebody at Connolly told me that.
Was that really?
Yeah.
So that's real, then?
I think a gentleman...
It wasn't some Lederhosen beer swilling sort of German...
Schwäbisch man.
Schwäbish man, yeah. With a Blattpunkt stereo.
Look, so here we go. I always like... Don't open it yet. I just want to say, I always like the first look, because the first look is make or break with an engine, isn't it? We've said this a million times.
We have.
If only you could find where the catch was, that would be great.
There ought to be, you know the charge leads on your phone?
Yeah.
They standardise them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Should do,
Can we do that with cars, please?
Come on then, let's have a look. Oh, it's great. It's great. Of course it's great.
Okay, so...
Okay, it could be greater.
Why? How?
Well, the...
That could be connected. Yeah.
No, I love that sort of aluminium inlet where the
That's the bit I love the most.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? So there's obviously it's a well, I don't know obviously, but it's a 6-cylinder 2-litre 2.5 I think this. Oh no, it's 2-litre this one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's just a beautiful thing, and it's got the inlet where the electronic fuel injection goes in. It's just a beautiful casting with BMW on the front, and then
100% German.
Yeah, but maybe
look at that engine bay. That is just so BMW through and through and through. Every single part of it is so completely German. I mean, just looking at the top. I'll come back to the engine, but looking at the top of the suspension turrets, they've got this little plastic cap in the middle that hides the knot beneath, so you can take the McPherson struts apart. They all look like that. All of the BMWs of this area looked exactly like that.
Yeah.
This engine is that engine that's got the great big, it looks like something from a sci-fi movie.
It's like something from Aliens, doesn't it?
The induction plenum tube system is perfectly matched. It's like a great hand over the top of the engine. You can see this car's had a fair bit of work done on it. So I think when we get underneath it, it will become more evident, because I'm spotting quite a few new components here and there.
Yeah, you can see bits and pieces.
Certainly new nuts and bolts. And
yeah, exactly.
The entire engine block's been freshly painted.
Yeah, that certainly looks that way,
certainly within the last few years. I've just spotted something else.
What's that?
We thought that was spanking new paint on the engine block.
Oh dear, is it oil?
It's not.
Is it oil?
It's just an incredibly clean engine block with an oil leak. I can see it now. I can see it now. Come and have a look.
Let's have a look.
Come and have a look.
Coming around the front of the car.
Up here. Side. It does still look like fresh paint, but it's not, because if you go further back, you can see it's not fresh paint, it's an oil leak.
See, it's an oil leak. It looks great, though, doesn't it?
This area here.
Nicely preserved.
Well, from above.
Coming from before that, isn't it?
I'm just going to go upstairs again, see if I can work out where that oil leak's coming from, because it might not fool everybody if we were intending on selling this car. No, yeah, it's got a freshly painted block, which is sometimes not a good thing, especially when it's not a freshly painted block. It's a gushing oil leak.
I can see oil collecting on there, on that little flange at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming out of here somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I think there's a bit of oil coming from everywhere. Rocker cover box.
Maybe.
And then below that we've got the gasket, which could be the issue, but rocker boxes are more likely.
Well, we can make an educate. I just said educate. We'll make a guess. We'll make a guess. Can I just say, I love those struts on the bonnet. They're great, aren't they?
Yeah. Hold on. Ready?
Yeah, go on. Oh, that sounded good, didn't it? That did sound good.
Sold to the man in the ginger wig.
So what do we think? We know that it was £8,000 many years ago.
Well, how many?
I think it was probably 3 years ago.
Your friend managed to pick this car up at a snip.
I think so as well.
Yeah, at £8,000. Yeah. And if that was, say, 3 years ago, then that was a good price. I would say it was worth more than that now. I'd say this car's got the capability of not being top end.
No, 12, 13, do you think more?
I think if the paintwork was addressed on this car, this would be a sort of 15,000, 16,000 pound car.
Yeah.
If the paintwork came out really well, because that would forgive it some of the little touches of rust it's got around, you know, the engine bay, around the back of the rear valance. You can see it's just, you know, even a good coat of paint's not going to hide everything.
No.
I think this car has got the potential of being worth sort of 15 grand without putting, you know, doing a full restoration on it.
But if you did I mean, the paint's always such a difficult thing, isn't it? It's such a difficult thing.
It costs so much.
Yeah, could cost so much. Could cost all the profit in this car, couldn't it?
I think, well, yeah, if you were going to paint the car, the entire car, well, there'd be no profit in the car at all.
No. Interestingly, though, the owner of the car now has clearly made a profit in the car, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And that was the time to buy it, wasn't it?
In owning it, the last 3 years. So, yeah, the potential ceiling on this car is, you know, somewhere up near the 20s, up near the 20.
It's a beautiful car, isn't it?
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't really need to do very much to it to enjoy it, would you? I mean,
not at all.
Really. If it were your car, would you do anything to that?
Nothing.
No.
No, you wouldn't either, would you?
No.
Exactly.
And if you were getting really niggly, I think the first things I'd pick on is the scrape in the door, the scrape on the rear arch, and the patch of rust in the same rear arch.
Yeah.
And there's just a tiny bit of rust on this front arch on the passenger side.
Yeah.
And I think those are the sort of 3 or 4 areas I would go about sort of doing something about.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're kind of all below swage lines as well.
Well, this one on the
back of the door,
there. Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're completely right. I think, to conclude, there's nothing that we could do with it, but if we were offered it to buy his hand off, if it was going to be 8, but it's
what a great car. Probably straight downtown, seat rolled all the way back, window down 4 inches, Nice. What would you be listening to?
I don't know. It would be of mid-80s, so I think maybe...
Wham!
I'd probably...
Bananarama?
I'd probably go New Order. I'd go New Order.
Right, OK. Yeah. I think I'd probably be more into a bit of Iron Maiden, to be honest, which totally wouldn't suit this car.
Right, next time your turn.
Yes.
And...
Turns out I've got something in mind.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
OK. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for watching, if you've been watching.
Thank you very much.
The Flipping Bangers podcast Season 3 features Gus Gregory and Will Trickett. It's produced by Dan Allam and is a Justamite TV production. International copyright is asserted. All opinions are personally held. Audio engineering is by Stephen O'Toole. We've used a sample of music composed by Moby Gratis. And if you'd like to get in touch, please visit Justamite TV or chat to us for our Instagram at Flipping Bangers. Thanks for listening.